What were you thinking on draft night with you, Jermaine? What were you thinking about that night?
I mean, kind of much similar to you. Just seeing my name drop a little bit, than anticipated. But I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason, and and look where I am. I'm at where I wanted to go, and I'm surrounded by people that want me and believe in me, and that's just great. So I'm happy to be where I am, and like I said, I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason.
Well, and this league is filled with all-time great players who got passed up and whose first night as a professional was longer than anticipated. So, that it's happened to so many great ones before. But, when you were going through it, what were you thinking, if you don't mind channeling back to that long night, Jermaine?
Yeah, it's all good. It wasn't a long night. I had a long road. I was super happy to get drafted in the first round. But I mean, if I could go back, I was just like, after I got past kind of where I was projected and where my agent was telling me, I was just like, okay, now every pick could have been where I was going. So I was just imagining me in that uniform or me in that town, and just trying to wrap my head around it, and just kind of how that went every pick that passed. But then, I heard ahead of time that the Jets traded to the 26th pick, and then I immediately started smiling because I knew right then and there. So I'm extremely happy how it played out.
And so I got right here on NBC Sports on Peacock, and we're also on NBC Sports Audio, SiriusXM Channel 85 after the Dan Patrick Show every single day on those two outlets for the Rich Eisen Show. And back here on the terrestrial radio outfit, I'm on the phone with Jermaine Johnson, their Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line, New York Jet, going through draft night. So last one for you on the wait. Why do you think you dropped? What were you told as to why you think you dropped all the way down at 26 in this draft?
I have no idea. And
None.
To be quite honest, I haven't asked anyone because I just simply don't care. Like, I'm not going to lie, I really don't care.
Right.
Like, I'm extremely happy where I ended up, and that's not just a PR answer or whatever. But, like, to be honest, I'm surrounded by great players. I'm surrounded by great teammates. The staff's awesome. And my vets in my room. Like, I got to give a shout out to the vets in my room because not every room's like that. They're helping me every way they can. They're teaching me the ropes, and they're just, they believe in me as well. So, I'm extremely happy with how everything's playing out. And I love the state of Jersey. I love the state of New York, and it's kind of right up my alley. So I'm very happy.
Well, I'm I don't know if you're aware of this, Jermaine, but I'm from Staten Island, New York, and I have been rooting for the Jets. I've been rooting for the New York Jets ever since I was 6 years old. I mean, so you don't need to sell me on all of that. I mean, that I believe you, and I couldn't believe it. I honestly couldn't believe that the Jets were able to get two blue chip players and then get a third in the first round of the draft. Who was the guy who called you? Who when your phone rang and you might have seen like a 201 area code or any other area code associated with New Jersey? Who was that guy for you?
Who called me on draft night? Who I spoke to first?
Yeah.
It's hard to remember because I spoke to everybody. I spoke to literally everybody in that room. If I want to remember right, I want to say Rex was the first one I spoke to. But then after that, obviously Joe, Kosala, and everyone else. It was just going on. Like, I was almost late to walking up to the podium. I was like, I gotta go.
And it was a long walk too. That was one of the longest walks I've ever seen any draftees have to make of a draft. That was a long walk.
It definitely was. I almost hit the fat man trot over. I didn't want to be late to the podium.